Hello Virgo, welcome to your reading for the eclipse energy, specifically the solar new moon eclipse in Scorpio. Today, October 25th, I am reading on this energy. However, this energy will be extended out to all of us for quite some time. So whenever you are finding yourself at this video, this message, if it's not October, if it's not the solar eclipse in Scorpio, but you're still resonating with the messages, this message is for you. Time is not a straight linear line as we perceive here on Earth. It is cyclical. We always circle back to energy. My energy slowed down after some stormy weather last night in the emotional realm. But I'm tapped in. I'm feeling good, Virgo. So let's see what comes through for you at this time. What can we tell Virgo? Sun, moon, or rising? First card out, we have complicated. So Virgo, you find yourself in the midst, or maybe you're finding life complicated right now, or just in the midst of something that is complicated to figure out. Complicated. It's complicated. We'll dive deeper into this. There are certain signs and symbols and puzzles that are guiding you. Sometimes they can get a little confusing, sort of like a labyrinth. But keep going, Virgo. Keep going. Don't give up just because things are complicated. Or maybe you're dealing with somebody who is complicated. Yep, I picked that energy up too. Loyalty. So Virgo, you actually have possibly somebody else in your dynamic that is it's a complicated situation for you. And what it's pointing out to you is where does your loyalty lie? And I feel like you're trying to reassess all of that right now. Maybe you put all of your loyalties towards someone or something because it was told to you it's the right thing to do. It's conditioned in your mind that it's the right place to be. Yet, it's just complicated. And you know what I always say? When things are complicated or when there's chaos going on in our external world, it is showing that there's internal complications or chaos going on in the way you feel, in your emotional body. And of course, we always want our loyalty to, first and foremost, be dedicated to ourselves and remaining truthful, honest, within our dignity, and authentic. If it doesn't feel right, Virgo, the body is telling you something. Your feelings are telling you something to pay attention to. Focus on that. What is that telling you? And individuality. Oh, we have differences at the bottom. So Virgo, what I'm getting so far from this is that, and possibly the complications are lying in where you're placing your loyalty or your focus is not allowing you to express your own unique individuality. Let's dive a little deeper though. You're also getting a good vision or visual of the differences within you, the duality within you. All of us have a conservative or more safe and secure side, and then I'm looking at black and white, and then the other side that wants to just be free and trust the universe and trust the energies. The masculine and feminine energy within is making things complicated for you, Virgo. Let's dive deeper into this one. All right. Oh, we're going to go with witches. Gotcha. Tell me what's complicated for Virgo, please. Maybe you're not sure how you fully feel about something or someone. And it doesn't have to be a person that the loyalty is speaking on, but this is something that your energy is going towards. It's been loyal, going towards something that is complicated and maybe not allowing you to be your own unique individual self. Have your own personal flair in life. All right. Tell me about complicated for Virgo, please. What's complicated for Virgo? It's complicated because it is a burden, Virgo. It's a heavy load that you're carrying. You're exhausted from it. You're trying to push all this heavy weight around, and it's causing you a lot of frustration and exhaustion. This could be a job, a boss, a coworker. Could be a spouse. It could be a parent or a sibling or child. Let's dive deeper. What's this loyalty about? It's about work, Virgo. It's complicated. What it is that you put your energy and time into. Your loyalties have been in this area, but it's causing you a lot of exhaustion. It's taking you away from life. It's definitely taking away from your own unique expression, your individual expression. Yeah. I just said what the card said. Wherever you're placing a good chunk of your energy and your loyalty towards, that is not really for you. You're not even getting enjoyment out of it anymore. If you did at one time, Virgo, no longer. Right now, it's a heavy load, and it may pay the bills. It probably still does for you what it did, yet it is draining you dry of your energy and taking away from the joy and the fun. And definitely, you've had all of your loyalty in this department, and it's kept you from your own creative and unique ways of being, ways of executing your work or what you do in the world. Maybe you're not even doing what you really want to do. But this is something that you're very adamant about expressive, and maybe you're not able to express or you don't feel like you're able to express what you want to, or if you do, you're not heard. You're kind of pushed to the side or nixed out. And it's because there's so much duality. You're just very different from this other scenario, and maybe you put on that aspect of you that can blend in with this for a while, but now that blending is like, now I'm suddenly realizing how different I am from this complicated heavy load that I'm dealing with right now. As far as your unique individuality, you want to be able to work with your higher self, work with the energy, and create the way that you're designed to actually create. Let's dive deeper into this, Virgo. It's getting pretty interesting here. It may be having you not only frustrated, but just sort of like at your wit's end. Let's keep going for Virgo. Oh, yeah. So whatever this is you've been dealing with for a while, whatever is complicated, whatever is frustrating, whatever is like just too much to keep going, what it's doing for you because it's squeezing you dry. It's also lighting a fire in you of what you truly are passionate about. Now your passion's ignited. You're realizing that you are not expressing your unique individual self in life, and it wants to come out. It wants to shine. It's a strong energy that is coming in, crying, screaming for change, Virgo. So what are we going to do about it? What are you going to do about that, Virgo? Where are your loyalties lying? Certainly not within your own unique creative expression. Or it hasn't been, which is where it's like, enough's enough. It's really starting to take a toll. To the point where, and that's the catalyst, you know, we can only take so much until that energy overpowers us, this passion for what we truly want, what we truly desire to experience in life starts to take hold and starts to take over. And we really, really start to realize deeply how unfulfilled we are, what we are placing all of our energy and time and effort into. So what are you going to do? Yeah, you've started to pull away. You're no longer passionate about this anymore. You don't have excitement. You actually don't want to do it. You're withdrawing yourself from what once was something you were loyal towards. Work, I'm getting. Whatever the work is that you're doing, whatever creative expression, whatever it is that you're doing, you've been doing, you're starting to withdraw your energy. You're pulling back, which is good. Giving yourself some time to kind of contemplate about this whole thing. Contemplate about, what am I going to do with my life? This is just no longer satisfying. This is not, I'm not happy where I'm at. And money's not everything, Virgo. We can find other ways to support ourselves. Because when your passion's not in it any longer, it really starts to take a toll on you, and you realize, like, this isn't worth it. This is not worth what I'm doing. Oh yeah, this has really got you good, Virgo. But the conflict is that, should I stay, should I go? This is supporting me, this is supporting my family, this is putting a roof over my head and food in my stomach, and you know, it is something I know what I'm doing. We're not getting any joy out of it, though. This is spiritual strength is telling me that that spirit has really got you is really putting the pressure on you to make a choice, make a decision. And this is what you're experiencing right now is truly designed to help propel you forward through your transformative time, this transformation that you are going through, Virgo. It's one of those things where we don't see you have to close this door to this complicated burden before the next door opens. So when it's the unknown and we're going through this change, it's scary. Typically we humans, we pull back into what's known and safe and feels right, especially during these times, financial crisis times and housing crisis and all this other stuff. But it don't matter. If you're not happy, if it's draining you of your energy, if it's frustrating you, it's time for change. And you know that. So now it's mind, heart, and mind are in a battle. What do I do? How do I move forward? Well, the first thing is, Virgo, you want to get grounded. You want to feel stable, secure, and safe within yourself, regardless of what happens, regardless of what you do. The root chakra, base chakra, is responsible for our feeling safe and secure in this world. And if you don't have that, so you're also being shown where there's a fear within you of which is causing this mental conflict. If I don't keep doing what I'm doing, and if I don't do what everybody else is doing to earn money, I'm not going to be safe. I'm not going to be stable. I'm not going to feel grounded. You're telling yourself that, Virgo. That's all in your mind. You don't actually know. You're actually projecting this fear of yours out into the unknown, possibly just recreating the same scenarios over and over again for you. More worry, more fear. Not that it's actually happening, but things to prove to you, because you're creating them through the fear, that if I actually change and stop doing what is draining me of my energy and go for my unique individual path, I'm not going to be safe, I'm not going to be grounded. That is where you need to change that perspective, what you're telling yourself. Be patient through this process, Virgo. It is stripping away. Find out what is deep inside of you that is telling, an inner child part that is telling you, you have to keep doing what you're doing or else you won't be safe. It does take strength, endurance, power. But the universe has your back, Virgo. So don't be afraid. Face your fears. Understand where these fears actually are coming from. Let's get you an advice card. For Virgo. So that's the key. What's really trying to be shown to you? It's those scenarios, you know. If you don't make a move, you're going to stay where you've been, where you feel stuck, where you feel drained. If you don't make a move, things don't change. Once we get over that hump and to the other side, and change starts to, the momentum of change actually starts to show itself, you get to a place where things are working good in the direction that you want to be. And after some time, you're able to reflect back. Think about other things that you've done, like even things that were scary or things that just happened to you that seemed really bad. But if you reflect back, it's like, if that didn't happen, or if I didn't make this change or move, then this wouldn't have happened, and I wouldn't have met this person. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, we can't see that whole movie clip going forward. We only look at what's behind us, what's happened, or what our fears are. But look at the things that you've experienced in life that you realize had to happen in order for you to get to a happier place. That might help you make your decision in what it is that is really causing you a lot of mental conflict. Because you're definitely not happy doing what you're doing. Also, self-esteem. Virgo, you are good enough. Maybe you just don't feel like it's the self-confidence, self-esteem. Also linked to the root or base chakra. When we don't feel safe, we don't feel secure, we don't feel good enough, you are good enough. Negative self-talk can be very toxic. I experienced this last night with myself, so we all do it, but we don't have to stay there. You don't have to believe it. Allow the thoughts to come through. Yeah, meditate. Allow the thoughts to come through and pass by. Don't latch onto them like that's the truth and that's the story. Meditate, meaning turn off the mind. Find something, somehow, some way to close down the mental chatter. Maybe go for a bike ride or a walk in nature. If you're near water, go out in the water. Somewhere where you're not being distracted by other parts of your life. And really contemplate your situation there with a clear mind. Anything else for Virgo? Yeah. And when you get to that meditate and contemplate space, also pull back your vision. It says, look at the bigger picture. Pull back your vision. Look at the bigger picture of the world, of everything. I think you're so scoped in on this, on what you've been placing all your energy in, and the fear and just the frustration, like, I can't keep doing this, but I don't know what else to do. That's when it's like, time out, pull back, look at the bigger picture, meditate on this, contemplate seriously on this life shift, and know that there is something within you that is telling you, I'm not going to make it. I'm not good enough. I can't do that. It's not safe. That is an inner child fear that is part of you that you want to not shove to the side or sweep under the rug, but take a deeper look at that as well, Virgo. So this is your reading for the Scorpio eclipse season. And this is really beautiful. It's just one of those, you know, you've got one toe in the water, but you're not sure if you're going to jump all the way in. Universe might push you in eventually. So, you know, maybe stick a foot in there and see the temperature, and then put the other foot in. Patience, slow and steady if you're uncomfortable. But this is the direction that life is taking you anyway, in towards this transformative time, Virgo. So that's your message. Take care. Hope you do well. Bye.